have literal goals.
I left a nice house in Kansas City for a dusty old tent. Don't tell me about Grim. Oh, we all gotta go sometime. We get bored and all get taken. And after what Bernadine's done been through, she deserves a vacation. Oh, this talk of death is making me as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Oh, don't be nervous. It's just a circle of life.
And up yonder is just a circle of pleasures. Oh, we all gotta go sometime, though it takes surprise when it comes time. Bernadine laid out here makes it clear we all gotta go.
Good gracious. Had I known Don would have gotten me this much attention, I'd have done it a year ago and spread myself out of the shingles. Smell that fresh air.
Bernadine!
Close your mouth, Drew, unless you want that fly for lunch. Why, Clancy McBride, you look plumb stupefied. Have to, girl, or someone's gonna notice. They might think you've seen a ghost.
But Bernadine, you're a ghost.
Why, yes, dear, I am.
Well, how does it feel? Can I touch
No, honey, you can't. No touching allowed.
Clay, Maddie, look, it's Bernie. She's back. What's the matter with you? Bernie's back.
You can't see me, Clancy, only you.
Oh, I'm feeling mighty weak to the knees, Bernie.
I know. Me too. I ain't never been dead before. Uncharted territory for both of us, I'm afraid.
Afraid? You're afraid? What are you afraid of? You're already dead. Me? I gotta take care of 2 kids now, and I'm working myself. You drag us out to this California place, telling us it's gonna be a fresh start. We traveled for 6 months in a stinking wagon, lose half of what we brought. We get to this godforsaken shithole of a town. We didn't even stake to clean yet, and you up and die on us. That consumption got might as well have killed us all.
But it didn't.
No, it didn't let me stay to hold the bag for everything.
I know, Clancy. I didn't want to go, but I had to. But I could stay a while just to help you out.
How do you know you can stay
I
alive?
just know. Unfinished business, I guess. I didn't nearly prepare you for all this.
Well, unless you can pick up a shovel, scare up some food, or tell me my place on that in all the time, you might as well go back to being dead, because you ain't gonna be no help to me here.
I'm gonna be like your guardian angel for a while, Clancy. I'm gonna give you strength and advice, and if you needed a good kick in the pants. And I'll stay until you don't need me anymore.
You'll stay until I don't need you?
I promise.
What? Clancy, the funeral is over. You standing there muttering over the grave is shaming the family. You're always doing something stupid.
I'm just collecting my thoughts, Clay, and I'm gonna raise this family.
You raised this family? I'm the man here. Close to full grown, and more than that, it was me and Bernadine who wanted to move here in the first place.
That's true, dear.
With you griping all the way. Now, if Bernadine was still here with us right now, I know she'd want me to be in charge. I just know it.
Hey, the sheriff's coming, and he's got someone with him.
Bye-bye, it's Ronaldo. He's come back.
Stay here, Jacinta. Runaways do not deserve homecoming celebrations.
It's your kid, Diego. Found him up the river, nearly got himself killed. He's talking against statehood, darn and starve a right. People don't take count of some young priest stirring up trouble.
Sheriff, my daughter and I are law-abiding citizens. We want no trouble.
What you want ain't no matter to me at all. Keep him on the leash if you have to. If he steps out of line again, I'm coming after him. And then I'm coming after you. Last thing we need is some dirty Mexicans talking against statehood. See if you best to keep this mouth shut. Afternoon, ladies.
This fella don't look so bad. I reckon the sheriff's meaner than he is.
Once again, you have shamed this family, Ronaldo. Whether you like it or not, California will become a state.
I am for the sovereign rights of Mexico, Papa. I am Mexican, and to my shame, I'm the son of a Mexican man who has turned his back on his native country.
Ronaldo.
You forget your place, Ronaldo. Who I am will not make any difference in what happens to this land, and you're a fool if you think you can silence that cries for statehood. The war is over. California belongs to the United States now.
And you're a fool if you think the advice of an old man would turn my heart away from my country.
Whoa, Ronaldo, Diego, look! Look, there's no use in getting head up over this. We all know that feelings are running high over statehood, but it ain't up to us anyway. It's up to them politicians in Washington, ain't that right?
Yeah.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that we should be worrying about is whether we can take care of our families. Okay, look around you. Everyone here, including me, left some show-colored, hymn-singing town of stiffs, fixing to make your lives plumb miserable. Okay, out here we have space. Out here we can breathe. Out here it's about the land and what it can bring you. Back east, if you dug yourself a hole, you just get dirt in a bucket. But here out west, a similar hole, a yield me a shiny gold nugget. Say amen. California's my beanstalk, and I'm like Jack who climbed it, and the golden goose is here, I know, and like Jack, I'm gonna find it. I got a pick, I got a fever, I got the rust will go. What makes me think I'm a believer no matter what I'm told? I got a taste for adventure, I'm out on a march with book, but I won't ever look back. Remember the chances I never took.
A steady job and a safe little home ain't nothing to sneeze about.
But I gotta ramble, I gotta follow the breeze about. If there's a plane, I'm gonna take it, I'm jumping at the plane. If it's a game, we're gonna make it, targets are made to hit. That's right. Maybe I'll die just a pauper, or a jet in a proper vest, but then at least I'll have died, knowing I tried, giving it all my best.
Things are finally starting to pick up around here.
Plenty of pain, plenty of sorrow, plenty of not today.
Hungry train, like no tomorrow.
But only if you pray.
Here they go again.
Maybe we'll go to the devil or end up St. Peter's guest. But either way we'll have died, knowing we tried, giving it all our best. Excuse me, we're trying to have a girl here if you don't mind.
Oh, don't worry, we don't mind a thing.
We all gotta go sometime. You know, Clay, there's a time for weeping and a time for dancing.
You know what? I guess you're right. Okay, time for dancing.
Come on, girls, we all gotta go sometime. Clay, make right. Your sister has just died. Show a little respect.
I'm aware that my sister has just died, but if we're taking this lesson right now, I bet she can be dancing along.
I thought you'd never ask.
That feels like 100 years ago.
What seems like 100 years ago?
The last time we danced. This was fun, Clay. I haven't forgotten. What I meant to say is, I'm sorry if I've been a bit persnickety lately. It's just that...
Forget it, Clancy.
Oh, Clay, I'm so happy we're here. I'm making friends, and we're going to shake it rich, just like you said.
See, Clancy, even your little sister's talking sense. The three of you could have a good life here. You could have a good life.
Clay, Clancy, this is a new beginning, in a new place. Please let's try to be like we used to be. It's all right with me.
I ain't no different than I ever been, and you know that.
But can we be happy?
I mean, I guess we can try. Hey, besides, it's about time I start showing off that natural charm I'm famous for.
Shall we have a truce?
Truce.
Well, it's about time.
All the girls in camp are sweet on you, Clay, especially Eliza. Her sister said she called out your name for sleep the other night. Maybe bound there's something awful over it. I'm sure proud of you, Clay.
I'm proud of you too, Mayfly.
Oh, I love it when he calls her that.
Don't call me Mayfly, Clay. I'm too grown up for baby names.
It's just a nickname, Maddie. And you ain't too grown up for that. Like the way you go around flirting with this person and visiting the next, you're just like them mayflies in the spring. Now, go and get those supplies I need, and don't let that Sam Fletcher take advantage of you. Don't get any more than you have to get in trouble.
Okay.
Oh, well, howdy, Miss Eliza.
Hello, Clay. It sure is a pretty day.
It surely is.
I was just emptying some of this grit downstream.
Oh, yeah, so how's it going with the, gold thing?
Only fair, I'm afraid. A couple ounces of gold dust, just enough to buy us some groceries. We're hoping tomorrow will be better.
Oh, well, I'm gonna start to dig a dry hole tomorrow just as soon as I register a claim.
All the digging is a lot of work, Clay. Heading the stream's a lot easier.
Oh, Clay never takes the easy way, honey.
Don't I know it?
What?
Oh, nothing. Pretend I'm not even here.
Right. Anyways, I plumb prosper on adversity. I never take the easy way. That hole is gonna come up with color and make me a rich man.
Why, Clay McBride. I had no idea someone could be so set on something. I must say, even my papa would approve.
What?
Determination, discipline, and good old-fashioned hard work. He's a self-made man, too.
Oh.
Well, speaking of hard work, my sister's gonna have my head on a plate if I don't get back home to do my share. See you around, Clay.
Hey, yeah, you bet. Hey, you know, I got a lot of work to do, too. A lot of work.
Whoa, whoa, amigo. No work will get done if you break a leg.
I'm sorry.
Is it my imagination, or do I hear angels sing every time you see that pretty lady?
They heard that?
Those aren't angels, Tita. Look at his face. It's his heart that is singing. Our friend is in love with the pretty girl from Boston.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I was just talking to her.
She was talking to you. You were stammering. Be careful, amigo. The father of such a girl will be a hard one to win over.
Every father watches over his precious daughter. I'm no different. But if you ask me, all this talk when there's still so much work to do will not impress any father. So get back to work, and you. Think about the ladies when you're sleeping.
Sweet dreams, little brother.
I'll make that a priority, Mr. Gonzalez, just as soon as I register a claim.
Hey, Clay, maybe we ought to think about this a little while longer. I mean, we can still pull a stakes and move to San Francisco, at least until the spring. It's a real city now. We can all get jobs there.
Look around you, Clancy. Everybody left places like San Francisco to come here. Better yet to find gold.
Land's sakes, that's what I'm talking about. Every tinker, clerk, and bottle washer left from jobs high and dry. We could fill their shoes and then maybe in a year or so come back.
Come back? I told you, I ain't leaving. The McBride family is taking a claim right here, and you're gonna help come up with the goods. Mark my words. Now help your sister bring your troubles in back from camp.
Yes, Captain.
Turns into a take charge, little bugger. You gotta give him that.
I know what I'd like to give them. Nancy, you're mumbling again. Sometimes I think you're going plain loco. Me too, Maddie. Me too.
And what about me, Papa? Am I allowed to dream of young men?
You are allowed nothing of the sort. You're still too young.
You may think so, Father, but there are plenty of boys that look more than once when I pass by.
That I don't doubt. They can look all they want, as long as what they see is the man who looks out for you.
And the brother.
You both are too old-fashioned. I cook, I clean, I do the work of someone twice my age.
You take good care of us, little one. And someday,
When you are twice your age.
you will be free to dream of young men. But until then, you are too young.
I don't care how many kids a piece shorter, just give me a moment of peace.
If it's peace you want, you should have been an undertaker. Peach is 6 cents a can. Do you want it or don't you?
You're a drowned woman, Bridget Kincaid.
Wagons are coming!
Sis, I hate you, kids!
Come on, Stacy, come on. Just a few more feet. Few more feet. All right, now stop. Good job, honey. Proud of y'all.
How you doing there, ma'am? Why don't you let me help you with that?
Heap of thanks for that, mister. I ain't taken the weight off of my feet for close to 12 hours now. That grit gets plumb everywhere, don't it?
Come far, did you?
Kentucky. Far enough, I reckon. We traveled for 6 months without a hitch, get no more than a mile from here, when our old mule Bessie keels over and dies. Rest in peace, old Bessie. My name's Maisie Miner. Used to be farmer, but my pa changed it when we started working the mines. Everyone in my family's named for something they do or something they look like. This here's Sassy. Let you conjure up just why she's named that.
He don't care nothing about that, Mom. My feet hurt and I want something to eat!
Sassy! Quit your sassing. See what I mean about that name thing? My youngest here is named Petunia because she's just as pretty and sweet smelling as them flowers in my window box back home. Ain't you, honey?
I surely is, Ma.
Dang, they grow big bugs here.
That ain't a California bug, Ma. That one's been with me for a while.
Yeah, I can see it's a festering. Anyways, we're here looking for a young man named Lucky Luke McGraw. That's that name that got my attention. Seems he's been around Sassy here for 6 months. Been promising her he'd marry her if we come out here, so here he is, Lucky Luke's new family.
He is rich, ain't he? He told me he was rich and handsome and lucky I found in gold. He were a line, were he?
Well, ladies, the only Lucky Luke we got around here is that fella over there.
Nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
Now, he ain't rich, and the only luck I've seen him have has been bad luck.
Nobody knows my sorrow.
As to whether he's handsome or not, well, young lady, that's for you to decide. But from where I'm standing, it looks like you got yourself a pig in a poke.
Pig in a poke, Ma. You told me we left that pig behind us.
Tarnation! Lucky Luke McGraw?
No, I ain't had a bit of luck.
Come again?
Watch yourself, boy.
Well, ma'am, I ain't sure.
You ain't sure you was lucky? Or you ain't sure you was Luke McGraw?
Well, it depends on who's asking, I guess.
Ma, he's as dumb as he looks.
Oh, hush you little butt. He's a sight for sore eyes.
We heard tell that a man named Lucky Luke McGraw was a kind of legend around these parts. We heard tell that due to his unusual intelligence, uncanny ability to locate gold, and his downright handsome exterior, that he's probably the best catch a girl can make around here. Ain't that so?
It truly is, ma'am. All that stuff you just said fits me to a T. It does my heart plumb good to hear someone say it. I don't mind telling you. People around here don't hardly appreciate a diamond in the rough when they seize it.
So you really is Lucky Luke McGraw.
I surely is, pretty lady.
Ma, he's way dumber than he looks.
That's what we figured out on Honeyland. Mom, I finally found myself a fiance.
What? Now wait just a minute.
I wait more than weekends. We get hitched as soon as we can scare a preacher.
Well, I'm a lousy prospect for a husband. I ain't none of the things you talked about.
You can walk and talk, ain't you?
Yeah. Then you're perfect for me. Besides, you're way better looking than the boys back at home.
So, Lucky Luke McGraw, welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family. Welcome to the clan. All that we three misses was missing was a man. Welcome to the family. We are filled with glee. Finally got a feller on our family tree.
Welcome to the family. Your life will now be ducky. You ain't never blue blood, but who got some Kentucky?
Who lets you be an in-law, both son and brother, the elder of the family, including her mother. Welcome to the family, Lucky Luke, who said loose luck was just a fluke. No Midas touched or Aladdin's lamp. No Luke just wrote a letter and leave it on his stamp.
Welcome to the family. Before you made a catch, both of you got nothing. Mercy, what a match. Time and time and not boy. There is no excuse unless the hangman's noose.
Welcome to the family. Okay, look at mine. Feel the way the pictures happen to the time. We will start a family. The years will quickly pass. You'll learn to love my big heart. You can bet your Welcome to the family. Lucky Luke, who said Luke's luck was just a fluke. No Midas touched or Aladdin's lamp. No, Luke just wrote a letter and took the lucky step. Welcome to the family. You're home for the time being. Home is where the heart is.
But the home I'm seeing is
I know.
Mexico, a little hacienda where the cactus grow.
But for now.
Jacinta!
Welcome to the family on this day of romance. Back home we be kicking up the dirt with some hits, so we won't feel homesick and have to maybe chat. Could we get to Auburn, Luke and Sass's love? Yeehaw!
Finally got a family, finally got a life, 'cause in the wink of an eye we'll be men and
Say it!
we'll be man and wife, for rich or for poor, to have and to hold. Lady Luck has finally given me some
Aww, welcome to the family, Luke McGraw. Luke's gone, the job. Maybe it's an omen from days of old. If Luke can find a lady, then we can find some gold. Thank you, Luke. I love you, Luke.
Welcome to the family.
Now, son-in-law, take us to your digs. My dogs have burnt themselves fierce, and I'm itching to take off these here shoes.
Well, my tent's just north of here, but it ain't big enough for four.
Four?
Four? What do you mean four? You're sleeping outside. The girls and I are taking the tent.
You ladies need anything, just go into the store, you hear? Just gotta shove the canned goods in. How about you, Gonzalez? Any canned beans? Flour?
Not today, Mr. Fletcher.
Just got a shipment of sugar in here, too.
Can you buy some sugar, Papa?
How much?
$10 a sack.
Too rich for my blood.
Shoot yourself.
Black ball on my hair. That's you. Give it back to my shoe. What do you need it for? I ain't got no bottle. It matches this one. What do you need it for? To clobber you with.
Still pay these kids.
You can stop your fat and now and act civilized. Can't hear myself think. Really, look at that. What is it? Some kind of pink cloud or something.
That ain't a cloud. That's a lady.
Where the heck are her legs? You feel anything like over there? Look at me. I'm a lady.
A lady without legs.
What? I see the proper dress young lady in these parts of the month of Sundays.
Why, thank you, kind sir. I hardly know how to respond, particularly since we have not yet been introduced.
Oh, name's Samuel Fletcher, Miss.
Sabrina Barrett, brand new school teacher.
I own this place.
My, Mr. Fletcher, you must be a very clever young man. How is it you're not up panning for gold, too?
Too risky, miss. You see, the real money is in merchandise. Every digger needs tools to survive. So I sell them picks, shovels, buckets, and blankets. I even have a few tents around here as well. Got a few chickens running around here too. Sell the eggs $1 a piece.
$1 a piece. My, Mr. Fletcher, you must be very rich by now.
You bet your boots I am. It's Sam, miss.
Very well. I shall throw caution to the wind and address you as Sam. You see, Sam is my late fiance's name, and I have a particular fondness for it.
How'd you like that?
Why, Sam, I see muslin and homespun and calico. But Sam, have you ever considered selling silk?
Silk? For ladies around here? I don't think that would be practical.
Practical. What an antiquated notion. And perhaps some bonnets in lighter colors with ribbons and lace like mine.
How, Miss Sabrina?
Well, Sam, I have come here after all to spread some refinement to Midas Creek. And without your help, I don't think I'll ever succeed.
But I thought you said you was a school teacher, miss.
And indeed I am. What better way to teach the unschooled than by example? I hear there are passel of orphans on the run here.
Yes, ma'am. They ain't got no...
They haven't any.
That's what I said. They ain't got no parents, or anything for that matter. They're about as well as some tumbleweeds out on the prairie.
Well, I shall put an end to that, my dear Sam. In a week's time, those pitiful orphans shall be a shining example of a cultured society. Or my name is not Sabrina Barrett.
If you say so, Miss Sabrina.
Oh, I do, Sam, I do. And what's more, you're going to help me. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Samuel T. Fletcher, don't you dare listen to that.
Beautiful young woman.
That perfume.
Elegant.
Flounced and feathered.
Serene.
Ribboned and laced.
Sophisticated.
Bluesy.
Floozy. Bridget Kincaid, that beautiful young woman who brought a wealth of sunshine to these parts. Now I'm gonna enjoy the heat.
Well, while you're enjoying the heat, everybody fix to go belly up. The very idea of wearing silk bonnets and ivory combs and other such extravagances. The women around here don't have the time or the
The
inclination.
women around here ought to deserve something special by now. Just because they work as hard as they do, don't mean they got to look like them too. You're just plain jealous of Miss Spring.
I am not. Jealous of what? Why? Because of you?
Because of me, what tarnation do I have to do with it?
Nothing. Don't be ridiculous. Mark my words, mister. I am one bit jealous because he was looking at that fancy female.
I know that. When he says, oh, miss, if you were just jealous of her fancy clothes and all.
Fine. I know that. Don't you think I know that? And I ain't jealous of that either. What are you gawking at?
You may not be jealous, Bridget Kincaid, but you sure are complicated.
Hey, you too. We ain't got but an hour of daylight left.
I'm helping Clay. Can we still get rich tomorrow?
Just a few more feet may fly and then we'll quit.
Do you really think we might be able to play Clay?
Well, we ought to find something. Look for dust, flakes, anything that glitters. Back when it weren't too long ago, people were just picking up this stuff right off the ground. They didn't even have to work for it. Back in '48, some old lieutenant in the army found a gold nugget just lying there and ended up being worth over $5,000.
Conglomeration.
Yeah. Now it's about time you two work up a sweat.
Sweat is just about the only thing there ain't no short supply of. I gotta tell you, Clay, a nice warm bath sounds just as good as any. Gold!
Well, I guess you'll just have to use the creek, Clancy.
No, gold! I found gold! Huge nuggets! Look!
What? Let me see.
Oh, Clay, you've done it.
Clancy, this is fool's gold. It's pyrite.
Fool's gold!
Yeah, hit it with a hammer and it'll fly into millions of pieces. It's worthless.
Sorry, man.
Leave it up to you to get us all head up over nothing.
Well, how was I supposed to know? Drowels, weddles, pig shovels? Not fool's gold, who cares?
Not you! Okay, and that's plain enough. I better just call it enough.
Aren't you coming, Clay?
I'm fine, Maddie. I just gotta think things through a little bit. I'm fine, Maddie. Go.
You know, Miss Sabrina? A lot of them. I gotta warn you though, the dangerous. All on the end bit me while I was rounding them up.
Not talking our talents with dudes, don't know my talents with dudes. Especially some money or skin flint trying to impress a girl. What are you all gassing up for? You practicing to be a queen or something?
Where I come from, ladies all dress like this.
Well, wherever you came from, you ain't there anymore. You look like a darn fool.
I'm not nearly so foolish as to find myself without parents or a proper guardian, am I?
Hey, we can't have that. Puppy, you already meant mooch. And look,
How incredibly precious. You girls are all named after
after a flock of birds. Downright embarrassing if you ask me.
well, I find it refreshingly serendipitous.
That ain't contagious, is it? 'Cause I don't want to catch nothing.
No, serendipity. It means a fortunate accident.
Ain't no accident fortune around here, lady. We haven't seen the doctor in these parts for over a year.
I simply mean that your being named after birds is a very fortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
Yes, because I'm going to teach you all to sing. After all, when you hear a bird sing, you feel what?
Like shooting it with a slingshot? Yeah!
No, better. Sing, make the pain or ache go away. Make the cloudy a sunny day. Turn a teary eye to a wink. Turn a bleed into the pink. One of life's unexplainable joys is making a very own joyful noise. Make a prominent spring and sing. Sailors sing when they
Hoist the sail,
cowboys sing when they
blaze the trail,
church folks sing when they
praise the Lord.
The voice is mightier than the sword, so sing. Make a burden lighter to love. Turn a handshake into a hug. Make a bully into a friend. Send a sad thought around the bend.
One of life's unexplainable joys is making a very own joyful noise. So let your spirit take wing and sing.
This catches home. You can put your shirt on now.
Watching you just now, you look like our mom.
Do I, Ronaldo? I wish we could go back.
You miss her?
Of course, but not as much as I used to. Even though I try, I can hardly remember what she looks like now. I think Papa misses her more than we do.
Our papa, stubborn as a mule and meaner.
He's not harsh with everyone. If you could just agree with him.
Agree with him? I'd rather be dragged by my heels to the streets of Yerba Buena.
They call it San Francisco now.
To me, it will always be Yerba Buena.
Then you'll be left behind as the rest of the world moves forward. What is it you want from life, Ronaldo? What is it you dream of? There's so much here you could take advantage of. Mama would tell you not to waste your whole life being angry.
What should I do, Jacinta? Sell out? Pretend that I'm happy with this land that is overrun by squatters trying to get rich? Not so long ago, you could ride for miles without seeing a single man. Now the valleys and streams are cut into 10-foot claims, and there are hundreds of men.
Hundreds of men and women, Ronaldo. Families with dreams for a better future. Hardworking, sacrificing, uprooting. Don't disrespect their effort, because when you do, you disrespect me.
Jacinta, I would never disrespect you. You have been a good little sister. Even when I make trouble, I see patience in your eyes. I'm sorry. I make life difficult, I know. Poor Jacinta. I was trying to patch things up between a father and a brother.
I just want things to go back to the way they used to be, Ronaldo, when you and Papa went fishing.
We fish for gold now, little sister. All part of Papa's American dream. In truth, I would like us to be close again, but he and I are so different.
My foolish brother. The problem is that you are not different. The problem is that you are the same.
Who is the saint?
You and Ronaldo, both stubborn as mules.
I am an adult. I'm entitled to be stubborn. There Ronaldo's still a boy whose eyes are clouded with memories from the past.
You think I cannot see what is around me? I see a father who is changed. I can also see a father who prefers the Americans' company to mine.
Ronaldo, we're not done talking.
As far as I'm concerned, we are done.
Ronaldo, please listen to reason.
Reason has nothing to do with pride, Jacinta. Reason you figure out in your head. Pride you feel in your heart. I am Mexican and I am proud. It means that my skin is dark and I speak differently than the English. It also means our mother made her own tortillas over an open fire. I will not run away from that. It is who I am. You want me to turn away from everything Mexican? To deny who I am? I tell you now to your face, I will not do that. Everywhere I look, the Americans change things.
Yes, Ronaldo. The Americans bring change. Change of prosperity. Do you remember how we made a living before the Americans came? We planted turnips and raised cattle for wealthy rancheros living in a hacienda who treated us like dirt on their fine leather boots. If we ally ourselves with the Americans, things will change for us too. We'll have a chance to create our own destiny.
Destiny. Destiny. How can you speak about destiny when you turn your back on your country?
I'll tell you how, Ronaldo. I want things. I want a copper pot to boil our soup in. And I want blue cloth to make a new dress, blue like the sky. I want candles for a table made from beeswax, not tallow. Do you know where my pride is, Ronaldo? Right on that shelf, next to the coffee that I don't have or the sugar I can't afford. And someday, when I'm able, I will take it down from that shelf and dust it once again. But until then, it's just another need I'm in short supply of. If digging for this yellow gold will get me that, then I'll do it, gladly. The Americans will take this land. Your national pride will not stop them. You think that because Papa is old. He holds on to the past, but it's you, Ronaldo, who cannot let go of a dream that will never come past.
Javier, the years have taught me that nothing is forever. I will never abandon the blood that makes me who I am. But the world is changing, right before our eyes. We can either hold on to what we knew and crumble like the dust we walk on, or we can rise out of that dust and become strong. Son, we will always be Mexican, but we will be Americans too. Stronger and smarter. We will survive in this new world because it will serve us well. We and others like us will grow rich in this new country. Listen to me. We will buy land. We will become powerful. And as Mexicans, we will change America too. America is not about who you're not. America's about who you are. It's about a thing called a melting pot. Ingredients we bring from afar. America has many faces. This place made up from many places. And Mexico will be the next great culture it embraces.
Both have gone insane. This Uncle Sam has washed your brains.
Maybe so, but we know America is not about who you're not.
week ago. We've been digging a dry hole over yonder.
McBride. Of course, aren't you the family whose sister just...
Died? Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry. I'm sure she was a lovely woman.
You bet your boots I was going to tell her, Clay.
Bernie? Oh, she was the best. She was funny and smart, and shoot, it was her who wanted to come out here. Nothing could stand in her way.
That, my dear brother, is arguable.
You know, I'm sure you miss her very much. You know, it's very difficult when you get used to having someone around. Mr. Kennedy liked to get supplies several weeks ago, and I must say, I'm quite beside myself with loneliness. He's the unsweet head of this little family. My daughters and I have always heeded his advice on simply everything. I really don't know what could be delaying him.
Oh, honey, I'm sure everything's just
I
fine.
mean, he's probably just getting a good deal, ma'am. I mean, he's doing way better out there than he could here. I bet he'll come running up any day now. Carnation, where's my head? Oh, no. Sam gave me this to give to you. It came in the Pony Express this morning, and I think it might be what you're looking for.
A letter? Yes, it's from Brian. My hands are shaking. Sorry for this crumb paper and this pencil turning dull, but I love and miss you dearly. Just want you to know. Sometimes regret I brought you here out west. I've waited against you. Where every day's another test. Another horizon, another hill, but you and I will paint. Whether we find gold or not, 'cause we'll have each other. That's the golden dream we caught, and every star in heaven, every night twinkles for thee, 'cause I bet 2 to 7, 'cause it sees you like I see. So please remember, darling, someday when life is complete, we will look back so fondly at the sour and the sweet, and I am never lonely, for we be miles apart. There is no distance too far ever keep me from your heart. Darling, must go. XXXO.
Anything interesting, Miss Kennedy? I mean, is everything all right?
Oh, yes, Clay. Everything is just fine. This letter is just such a tonic. I feel loads lighter somehow. It's simply amazing how the right words from the right person can make the whole world seem a bit brighter.
Yeah, that's always been my feeling on the subject. I mean, the right words, the right person.
Clay McBride, don't you lose your nerve now. You didn't come here to chew the fat with sweet Miss Kennedy. Where is Eliza?
Oh, Mrs. Kennedy,
Yes?
I was just wondering, what I mean is, I don't suppose Eliza's home, is she?
Forceful, Clay. Real forceful.
Of course she is. Here I am, chewing your ear off, and you're here to see Eliza. I'll go call her.
Thank you, ma'am.
Eliza?
Hello, Clay.
Tell her, stop shoving.
I'm sure Mr. McBride will get to me safe and quick.
Hello, Mother.
How are you today, Clay? The stars are out. Everything under control?
Honey, you are so transparent.
I always sleep better after a nice walk, don't you, Clay? I have the sweetest... Here's Eliza, Clay. Hi, Clay.
Honey, let's go on that walk you were talking about. Why, you were right. There must be a million stars out tonight. How romantic. See you later.
Anyway, so I seen your fire and I was wondering if you weren't too late. Maybe we could just talk a while.
I think that'd be very nice, Clay. Have a seat, won't you?
Oh, after you.
My brother Clay, the strong and silent type. Say something, you darn fool.
So, your dad's been gone for a while, huh?
Yeah, Mom was worried. But I'm not. Nothing would dare happen to Daddy. He wouldn't stand for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought about Bernadine.
Oh, I'm sorry, Clay.
Now don't get all soft on her, Clay. This ain't about me. Someone ought to change the subject.
Your sister Maddie and I have become good friends.
That agree.
But I don't know your other sister very well.
Clancy? Oh, you don't want to know her. She's a royal pain.
Everyone feels that way about their brothers and sisters sometimes. She can't be any worse than Heather. No one's worse than Heather. I think Clancy seems nice.
Oh, well, she ain't.
When we lived in Boston, we had so many friends. Every week we'd be invited to a dance or a social or a garden party. Life used to be fun. Now it's just work. Daddy gets so impatient when we complain. He's so single-minded. And that single thing on his mind is gold.
Now who does that remind me of?
Daddy's happy anywhere. And Heather, I think you can tell Heather's a survivor like my dad.
Oh, yeah.
But Mother seems so sad and fragile, especially when Daddy's not around.
She ain't nearly as fragile as you think, honey.
And you?
And I think I'm more like both my parents. I'm strong enough, I guess. I idolize my father. I believe in him and what he's trying to do here, but I'm sad too. I missed my old life. And I think Clancy misses hers too.
Yeah, well, I guess I never thought about that end of it.
Look who we found. Did she give us an earful? Clay McBride, I'm calling your sister. You're supposed to be home an hour ago. We're not interrupting anything, are we?
Hush, Heather!
What did I say?
Just when I start to think you're normal, Clancy, you go and do something stupid, like embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself. Our supper is stone cold by now. I spent all day flinging dirt into a blanket, all night cooking food you don't eat, and darning socks at you.
Are you saying I don't do my share?
No one is saying that. I just expect some sort of consideration.
Yeah, whose feelings were you considering when you barged in here and shamed me in front of the Kennedys?
Clay, I didn't mean to.
You never mean to, Clancy, but then you just go and do it anyways.
Why do you hate me so much?
Because there is nothing special about you, Clancy. Even your name is ridiculous.
Clancy was Ma's last name. You know that. I was named for her.
Wait, well, you're no mom. And you're sure no Bernadine.
Oh, Clay.
Okay, so I don't give a hoot and a holler about what you've been ranting about. I don't want to care for you anymore, Clancy. That's the long and short of it. I don't need you anymore, Clancy.
Clancy, I wish I could take you in my arms and tell you everything's gonna be all right.
There, honey. Everything's gonna be okay.
It's never gonna be okay. My own brother hates me.
He doesn't hate you, Clancy.
He doesn't hate you, Clancy. He's afraid of losing you.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
What do you mean?
All the most important people in his life have all left him. Ma, Pa,
Your older sister has just died.
and now me.
I think Clay is terrified something might happen to you.
He'd rather shut you out than go through it once more.
So, he really doesn't hate me? Clancy McBride, your brother's love for you is as plain as the nose on my face. Don't you doubt it for a minute. You know, some men are stubborn about needing someone. Foolish men. What they see as weak is truly our greatest strength.
Oh, fragile man.
Bernie!
What? Nothing. You and Maddie are the most important people in his life.
He loves you, Clancy, so much that it scares him.
You know, it's funny, but that actually makes me feel a lot better.
I'm glad, dear.
How am I gonna get through this, Bernie?
Clancy, you're going to remember who you are and trust in him to do the right thing. You're going to reach deep down inside yourself and trust that when push comes to shove, he's going to come back to you. You're going to have faith, honey. Faith in the future. Now reach into your pocket.
Your rose-colored glasses you had me pick up from your trunk right before.
I remember. And what did I always tell you every time I put them on my nose?
That the world was full of happy endings.
And what else?
That the sun was brighter, the grass was greener, and our smiles were sweeter when we looked through.
Look, Mother.
Rose-colored glasses.
My word, what are you looking at?
My mother used to have a pair of these, and she'd always sing a song about how rose they made life seem. I think we could all use rose outlook now, don't you? Now, let me see if I can remember the words.
Most everything is good, it's painful, sad. But don't run away, don't hide. Put on those rose-colored glasses. Rose-colored glasses. Put 'em on, girl. Won't you put 'em on? Put 'em on. Don't see a broken heart as something that will never mend. Don't see an enemy as someone that you can never befriend. Some men may tell you that he's got to go. Don't cry your eyes to say so. Put on those rose-colored glasses. Put 'em on, girl. Rose-colored glasses. Suddenly rainbows replace that dark night. You got that right. Never gonna happen. It's suddenly something that might. You see down the road there's a happy end. So head into the sunlight. Into the sunlight. Into the sunlight. When every candle reminds you that there may not be gold. Same old story. When every kind hurts upon you and you feel out in the cold. Alone in the cold now. Remember that you've got the power of decision to face the world with a better vision. Put on those rose-colored glasses. Put 'em on, girl. Won't you put 'em on? Put 'em on. Rose-colored glasses. Rose-colored glasses. Rose-colored glasses.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Miss Sabrina. And the kids.
It's a baby goat, Sam. These are youngsters. Very talented youngsters.
Now I've seen everything.
How can I help you today, Miss Sabrina?
We're here to pick up whatever apparel may have arrived for my cubby of crooners, Sam.
Well, beg your pardon, miss, but these clothes have really costing me a fortune.
A small price to pay for such a profound transformation, don't you think?
Only if you're not paying the bills.
Look at these!
Oh, those go under your dress, dear.
I got a new pinafore.
Carefully, that's silk. What's these stockings, dear?
But they're white.
Yes, ladies always wear white.
Alright, but I ain't doing the laundry.
Melody, that sash is for your waist. You mustn't use it to tie a mooch.
Sorry. There are shoes in here too.
Shoes?
Wait, give me
Those
the shoes.
quiet.
No!
Quiet, please! Now, if you all get on your new shoes quickly, we'll still have time for that dancing lesson I promised you.
Miss Sabrina.
Having Sam supply you with all this finery is gonna bankrupt him in a fortnight.
You don't agree with her, do you, my dear, dear Sam? You see, Sam knows that the finer things in life, culture, wardrobe, etiquette, and good hygiene are not free. Ciao.
That's Italian! Sick. That was Miss Sabrina's assignment. Our first lesson towards our refinement, which we now accept as the duty.
Except the angel, snotty and snooty.
They should know this honest flock of abandoned birds. Now just as refined and uses big, big words.
I've noticed there's dollars and cents that whose extent.
We know a silverware for each course,
But do you know how to shoe a horse?
and we prefer roses to hollyhocks.
I didn't know rose could become people.
La 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 Miss Sabrina, do you have that information you promised me?
Yes, Clancy. It's just a circular out of Philadelphia, but it does speak to your problem. I hope it helps. Oh, dummy Lark, hold your cue, please. Right?
Eliza, look, I'm really sorry about last night. It's just that you're alive. It's all I've been able to think about. Like, I was rude. I shouldn't have run off like that. It's just that Clancy has this way of getting under my skin, and
I don't care about that, Clay. I know you were rude and you were mean to your sister. And that you had that little chip in your front tooth.
Where?
Right there. Or that one ear is a little lower than the other.
It is?
Yeah. But I don't care about that. Not any of it.
You don't?
No. I don't seem to see your every shortcoming. All I seem to see is something quite stunning. I look at you and my eyes start playing tricks with my mind.
back to work, huh?
I guess.
So far, I ain't found nothing yet.
Except love.
Yeah.
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 Bye.
Bye.
Eliza, don't go nowhere. Clay, stop digging.
Oh, Clancy, not even you can rile me up today.
We want to try something new, Clay.
I told you, Maddie, we're not going back to San Francisco.
No, it's not about that. It's about the draw hole you're digging.
What about it?
I have a better idea, Clay. We need to search the stream.
But that claim's already staked, Clancy. The Kennedys have been tending there since July.
I know, but it takes a long time. There's only 3 of them. I figure if you add us, plus if the Gonzalez family pitches in, and the miners, and we work the stream as a group.
But why would they let us collect on their claim?
Because I have an idea that's going to make the work go 3 times as fast. 4 times, maybe. It's called a tom. It's kind of like that cradle that Macy's using. I seen it in the circular Miss Barrett showed me.
So now, you're an expert on digging for gold. Look, I've been working day and night on that hole, Clancy, and I'm down 10 feet. I know that there's gold down there, and a lot of it too. And for you to say to stop because the stream's showing a little color, you're an idiot.
Clay.
Okay, so you just go back to worrying about the small things like whether I got a hole in my sock or whether you're burning the stew, and let me worry about the important things like striking it rich and saving the family.
Clancy, remember who you are and trust in him to do the right thing.
All right, Clay. I'll make a deal with you. You do it your way, and I'll do it mine. And in 1 week's time, we'll see who comes out on top. No more fussing and feuding. May the best man win.
Deal. So you go back to building your puny contraption, but I'm going for the motherlode, and I'll show you that I don't need you. Just wait and see.
I swear, the brother eyes on you, horseback.
Stand in line, honey.
You know he doesn't always exactly mean what he says, Clancy. This isn't about a better way to find gold. This is about him figuring out what kind of man he is. Men don't use every excuse in the book to make someone, namely their own flesh and blood, look bad, boys. Do.
Ouch, that arrow hit its target.
Well, man or boy, he can show me what he's made of any old time.
Heather, watch your mouth. Mom would have a fit if she heard you speak in such a common way.
It's not common to speak your piece about something, Eliza. It's liberating. Daddy would say that it shows character and strength and independence.
If Daddy knew you were expressing your liberated, independent views on a young man, not yet 20 years old, he'd lock you up in Mr. Fletcher's storeroom to come to your senses. And you know it.
Oh, fiddle-dee-dee, Eliza Kennedy. What do you know about men? Clay and Daddy included.
I know that pining over Clay may bribe me make your heart beat faster. But it sure won't get us enough gold to get our families out of this godforsaken valley.
Well, shoot, I was just getting used to the place.
Besides, it's obvious Clay's side of sights and Eliza. His jaw drops smile every time he looks at her.
I knew they was meant for each other straight from the start.
Well, if you think's what I'm saying. You realize that our brother Clay, while handsome, clever, and undoubtedly charming, needs to learn a lesson. I'm sure if we try to reason with him,
We tried that.
Love is so blind.
No, it won't work. This is more than just about winning the bet, Eliza. It's about proving to Clay how much he needs all of us. Even me.
Especially you.
And it's about proving to him that I'm always going to be there for him. Whether he yells or calls me names or if he loses the bet.
And you win?
Especially then.
That lucky streak you has a reputation for seems to be on the wane since you got here. You ain't trying to hornswoggle us, is you?
Ask him about them pretty things he wrote to Sassy. We're a lie, Mama.
Good idea, sweet pea. Were all them sweet things you wrote to Sassy a lie, Lucky Luke? Or do you want to live a while longer?
No, ma'am. It's just like I said. I'm pulling out up to $1,000 a day. I just hit a little of the lucky streak I've been having.
See, Mom? Luke's word is as good as gold. There's just the one thing a troubling me.
Yeah?
Where is all that gold you've been pulling out of that rock? I ain't seen it nowhere. Remember, we got a wedding to pay for.
Well, Sassy, I hate to break you to this way, but I've done lost it all.
Lost it all? You mean like dropping in the road somewhere?
No, I mean like playing poker somewhere.
You mean to say that my intended is broke?
Broke?
I guess that's what I'm saying. I expect you don't want to marry me no more.
I have half a mind of letting the sheriff arrest you for toying with my affections, Luke McGraw. Or I could just let Ma take care of you. That'll be fitting, I think. But I ain't gonna do that.
You're not?
Nope. I'm gonna get you back on the street. straight in there, Lucky Luke McGraw, because you're just so cute and I can nearly keep my hands off of you.
I guess when you find the love of your life, you just can't help yourself. All right, stop that romancing. We've got work to do. This gold dust ought to pay for groceries anyways. Let's go get it weighed. Yep.
We have an idea that just might make this stream thing pay off for all of us.
You three. Get
Interested?
honey, I'm all ears.
Hi, Clay.
Hey, Heather.
Paid her yet?
No, not yet.
I heard Miss Sabrina's orphans are headed down to the lake for a picnic.
Uh-huh.
I don't suppose that you'd like to go for a picnic.
You mean with Eliza?
No, with me, silly. I could throw something together real quick.
Thanks, Miss Heather, but I really have to get back to work.
Oh. Ow!
What's wrong?
I seem to have something in my eye.
Let me take a look.
My daddy says my eyes are as beautiful as the California sky.
I don't see anything, Heather.
Oh, must be gone. Do you think my eyes are beautiful, Clay?
I do, Miss Heather, really, but I really have to get back to work.
Oh, you don't need to your words, Clay McBride. A pig will be loads of fun!
I'm sure it would be, Miss Heather Kennedy. And maybe we can all have one after we finish our work. You know, the problem is we may not finish our work. Seems one of our valuable workers is committed to something else.
Like stealing her sister's boyfriend.
He's not her boyfriend, Mother.
Yes, he is. Now, Clay, are you sure you don't want to come over to town? It would make Clancy happy. Eliza, too.
I really can't, but thanks for asking, all the same.
I see you've decided not to work with your friends.
Yeah, they just have this notion that contraption's gonna bring up more gold than hard work.
My friend, if it works, they might just be right.
But that's what I'm worried about.
I'm sure they would welcome the help of one more.
I can't. Okay, I already shut off my mouth about how mine was better, and I made a deal with Clancy. I'm committed. It's just a matter of pride, you know?
Oh, I know all about pride, my friend, and, well, what it can cost you. You could be right, brighter than rain, and maybe you could be wrong. Either you fight, go against the grain, or give in and get along. Maybe I'll go to the devil, or end up in tears. Yes, but either way I can say I did it my way. We did it all my best. I didn't like you the minute I met you. I wanted to take your hand. Feeling was mutual, now I get you. We're both hard-headed with too much pride. Either we win, either we blunder. We're all or nothing type dudes. Once you start in, lightning and thunder can't shake us from our shoes. I came from south of the border. I'm an easterner come out west, and yet we see eye to eye. Two of a kind, stubborn pride, the tide that binds. Hell, we got proud, giving it all our best.
What are you doing, Ronaldo?
One man matched up against the whole world seems unfair, amigo. I know how it is to feel like an outsider.
So you're throwing in with me. What if I lose?
Then you will lose with a friend by your side.
My goodness, it's a lovely day. Shall we pick berries for lunch?
Berries will be scrumptious, stubby, and chicken with fresh baked bread.
A picnic by the lake away from all the wretched noise.
You have baked the bread, haven't you, Miss Sabrina?
If you taught us anything, it's to appreciate the finer things in life.
Speaking of the finer things, may you say how lovely all you ladies look today, including me.
Thank you.
But far be it from me to criticize Miss Sabrina, but your appearance is somewhat haphazard.
Well, it was just that I was up so early ironing all your hair bows. And then there was the bread.
Fresh baked.
Of course. And then we had to rush to pick up your new parasols. I seem to have misplaced mine.
Well, maybe Sam
is hardly drab. It is simply practical.
Why, Miss Sabrina!
Did I say practical? I meant utilitarian. It simply doesn't show the dirt.
Dark blue is hardly a feast for the eyes, Miss Sabrina.
Well, it may not be all ribbons and lace, but it is quite comfortable and easy to wash.
How serendipitous that we have dozens of comfortable dark blue dresses right here in our store.
Oh, shut up.
Bridget dear Kay, what is the meaning of this?
What incarnation are you yelling about?
All these invoices past due, orders denied, shipments canceled.
You made your own bed, Sam Fletcher. What are you complaining to me for? And come inside of the whole town will hear ya.
Too late!
I'm ruined.
Where do you want it, Miss Bridget?
Set him down over there.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Know-It-All, you've been going through money like it was water. All to that powder puff of a woman. And now you're playing flummoxed over being broke.
I should have listened to you, Bridget. I spent my entire cash on the basic goods, and I got invested to pay for supplies.
Didn't I warn you, Sam Fletcher? No blankets, no frying pans, no sardines. In order for 300 shovels at $2.50 a dozen. Could have sold them for $50 a piece. Instead we got lacy bloomers and French perfume. Useless.
I'm ruined. I'm penniless, destitute.
Unpopular.
I am?
Well, I know you are.
Why?
Sam, up until now, you've been the richest man in town. You've been overcharging all these hardworking folks for things they dearly need and living high on the hog while doing it. I expect them right to please to see a corner. I can hear him laughing from here.
I've been a fool, Bridget. A darn fool. I should have realized who was standing by me all these years. Who kept my books, who looked after the store, who kept me from making the biggest mistake of my life. It was you, Bridget, dear.
Did you say dear? Oh, Sam, we're not ruined. I have an idea.
You do?
Yes. Who is it folks admire most? Someone that gives them something for nothing. Someone who shares their wealth. A philanthropist.
Ain't you forgetting? I ain't got any wealth.
You got lacy bloomers and French perfume.
Oh, and the fancy umbrellas. But how does giving away stuff get me out of debt?
Once you open up your heart to all these folks and give them something they ain't never had before, they'll be so fond of you, I bet they give you the only thing they had.
What?
Share their gold.
You give them this useless stuff for free that tugs at their emotion. Become the chairman of charity,
The objects of their devotion. Then I sit back as they toss and turn over what they can do for me in return. Like when Santa gives you pajamas or silk, you feel so good you get the fact of cookies and milk. When the tables are turned, when outside is down, people can get down right, Betty. Gold is all anyone knows in this town, so the mother will come to daddy. If the golden rule can be bought and sold, I'll give my investment back 1,000-fold. By giving, I'm getting in good as gold. This French perfume, imported from Marseille. Take it, it's free, my heart feels big today.
Please take this gold for your show of goodwill.
I couldn't.
You must. He could and he will.
These fine silk scarves, just in from Japan. Take them, they're free, I'm sweet hillbilly face.
Here, for being so gosh darn philanthropic.
I couldn't.
It's not much. Heck, it's microscopic.
Ladies, go, please, Sam. It's time we've got to be.
Here's a little gift to help you beat the heat.
Why, no one's ever given me something just for free. Right back at you. Have yourself a spending spree. And the simple answer makes us fairy tale.
The rich again without a shovel touching ground.
School this statue and break the mold.
I give it I got, now I'm as good as gold. I'm sorry, but this ain't even a horse race. Let's let Clancy's the winner.
Looks like we're all winners here because this year's my Sassy's birthday, and you're all invited.
Come on, Sam, drive just to the piece, Mary. Look up first fantasies and anticipation. Luke McGraw, what are you doing here? And take out that hat. Where are you married? Getting married in a minute.
Stop it! Now wait just a goddamn minute!
What's the matter, honey bun? This is all your fault, Desmite. You can't keep your hands off my intended. You got it darn right aggravated.
I ain't done nothing. Oh, shoot. Someone's gonna lead him round by the nose. He's dumb as a brick.
I ain't dumb, I ain't stupid, and I ain't ignorant either.
Then what is it?
I'm mad! I've been pushed, prodded, and pulled this way to the next, but that ain't done as to whether I want to be pushed, prodded, or pulled. And I don't want three women telling me what to do.
Then what do you want, Luke, honey?
I only want one woman telling me what to do.
Luke McGraw, you're about to get lucky.
The wedding is back on.
Bernie, I wanted to prove that Clay and me enough that I'm proud. Please love to forgive me.
Nonsense. You just go over to him. Give him a chance.
Clay?
You done it, Clancy. You beat me fair and square. I guess you'll just be taking all that gold and heading up to Grand Rapids, and me? I'm just gonna stick to that hole that I've been digging, but hey, are you really going back to Grand Rapids, Clancy?
Come on, everyone. It's time for the wedding. You two pay attention. I suspect she'll be next.
Clay asked you a question, Clancy. Don't you think he deserves an answer?
I have wanted to go back home all along, Bernie.
I know that.
So, why should I give up on it now?
No one's saying you should. I'm just saying that when you're sure of something, you ought to be able to come up with an answer.
Life's hard here, Bernie.
It surely is. Powerful hard. You work from sunup to sundown, but look at your hands. Callous as a farmer's. And your feet hurt too, I can tell. All these people around here, Eliza and Heather, always complicating your life. You never get a peaceful minute to call your own. Orphans gallivanting around this town, and now a wedding right in the middle of all this commotion. I can see why you'd want to give up on this place. A girl would have to be plumb loco to want to stay here. But if it were up to me, I'd put on my rose-colored glasses and I'd have me another look around. Now let's see. I'm seeing a great big pile of gold over there that's going to be enough to buy someone a nice little house. Seems all that hard work finally paid off. I'm seeing a town full of new friends, friends you could talk to and trust. I see hope and effort and love. Oh, I see lots of love. Do you see those things through your rose-colored glasses, Clancy?
Yes.
Now take them off. What do you see now?
The same things, Bernie. I see the same things.
Well, then I guess you got your answer.
Gather round, everyone, because these two youngins have waited long enough.
Yeah!
What intonation?
Right where you are.
We don't kind to strangers coming up here and telling us what to do.
Oh, don't tell me you're thinking of us as strangers.
We don't know you.
They don't know us, boss.
Surely you've heard of the hounds. Rumor has it you guys know the morning here should have gone.
Look, boss, they got it right here waiting for us.
That's our gold. We worked hard for it.
Oh, come on, little lady. Don't tell me you're not willing to share.
Maddie, let it go. It doesn't matter.
You see, we're renowned for sharing the gold to others. Ain't that right, boys?
Yeah.
We got a reputation for low bumps, kicks to the groin, and dealing from the bottom of the deck. So you see, taking the gold to others comes mighty natural to us. You see.
We're a pile of booty of pounds. In come the hounds. When the call of duty resounds, in comes little old lust of hounds. Don't think of us as nasty bandits, faces covered in handkerchiefs. Don't think of us as kings of crime, think of us as princes of thieves. When you see us coming down high, you share and share alike. Don't call this trio no good. Would you say that to Robin Hood? We're the hounds, we're not hogs. We're the hounds, we're not dogs. In the wheel of fortune, we're the cogs and spokes. Hello, folks. We're the hounds.
Now hand it over. It's the gold or the girl.
You can have her. Just let her go.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank God you're safe.
Well, I guess it's putting our legs plumb tuckering me out.
Me too, Mom.
I know, sweet pea, I know.
You saved us, Clay.
I weren't nothing.
Clay, we're not going back to Grand Rapids.
You're not?
No. I love it here. I love the mountains and the green valleys, and I love all my new friends. You and Bernie were right. California is where the McBrides belong. It's where I belong.
Sam, where is you?
Sorry, everyone. Just a piece of memory book. I'm missing anything? All right, everyone, gather around. Sassamon, do you take lucky?
Stop! What now? I'm sorry to interrupt.
You're doing just fine, honey.
Bernie!
What? Nothing. I just don't think a marriage ceremony should be done in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. You know, something nice ought to be said about respect and commitment and love, about sharing dreams and raising children, growing old together. I just know the best thing that ever happened to me was marrying Mr. Kendall. So I think that before these 2 young people get hitched, yes, get hitched, they ought to listen to know what to expect. When I was young, I thought that marriage was something one just did, just a part of growing up. That's how you think as a kid.
again. Everybody gather around. Sassamana, do you take lucky Luke McGraw to be your ever-loving husband?
No kidding?
No kidding.
I do.
And lucky Luke McGraw, do you take Sassamana to be your ever-loving wife?
I do!
Well, if no one here sees any reason to stop this here ceremony,
No.
they'll let them speak now or forever hold their peace. I now pronounce you man and wife.
It's official. California just became a state.
It's done, Ronaldo. California just became a state.
I've been thinking about those words within the world for me. But now that I hear them, I can see there's no end. Only a new beginning. I've taken what you said to heart, Papa. I will not change who I am. I will change what America thinks I am. This will be my country too, and I will make my mark on it.
Ronaldo. America is not about who you're not.
America's about who you are.
And we proved it on the American flag with our very own star. A land made up from many faces. This place made up from
to be. Thank you.
You don't have to thank me, Clancy. You and Clay did all the work. I know that now. I wasn't here to help you. You were here to help me. My unfinished business was to have the courage to say goodbye.
Bernadine.
I know I could do that now because I know that you and Clay and Maddie are a family again.